Hello guys, welcome to the part 4 of this tutorial about drawing a floor plan. Here I will show you all the process to draw the private toilets, as well as adding furniture blocks, and again some tips about issues that may happen to you, using Autocad of course. On the first part of this video, I will start drawing the walls. For that, I can use the command polyline to draw the first border of the wall. I click for the first point, and then I have to type 1.4. This polyline is composed by two lines, so the second will be again 1.4. Then I press escape. Now, in order to draw this line in the corner, I will introduce you a new command, the command chamfer. The icon is located here. I have to click in this arrow and then select chamfer. This is used to convert corners in a diagonal line, and the following distances have to be typed. So, as I haven't defined any distance yet, I have to type D and press enter. Now I have to specify the first chamfer distance, which is 0.25, and the second one is the same. Just press enter again. The first line is the first distance I insert. I click in this one, and the second is that one. I press enter and exit the command. Then, as this is still a polyline, I can use the command offset to draw the other border of the wall. Type O, press enter, and as the distance of the internal wall is 0.1, I type that value, press enter, select the polyline, move to the right and click. Then press enter to exit. Now I want to show you an important tip about the offset. I could draw all this using lines. But then, when I enter the command offset, I realize I can only select a line at once, and the command will not work as I desire. If this happened to you, you can use the command join. Do you remember? Just select everything, press enter, and these objects were converted to a polyline. After this, the next step is to insert the furniture objects in the drawing. As they are a bit complex to draw, I can use templates for them. In this case, they are blocks that I have in another file. But now you can ask, how can I get those? Easy. There are a few websites on the web where you can get them for free. Just check out the description of the video, because you can find there few links. So, as I have these blocks in a separate file, there is an option to insert them directly in the current drawing. If I go to View, and in the section Palettes, there is an icon to open the Design Center. Here is where you can insert content from another Autocad file. For example, blocks, dimension styles, layers, line types, and so on. On the left, you have the folder list. Here is where you can search for the file that you want. In my case, I need the file Bath Furniture. And for the toilet, I want this block. I double-click on it, and you can see the window to insert the block. Now, this is important. Do you remember in the part 1 of this tutorial when I talked about units? Here, if you have chosen meters for the insertion scale, You can see that in this case this block is set up as millimeters. So when I click in OK, the measurements are converted automatically. Then just click anywhere to place it. This time I'm going to do the same for the sink, which is this one. I double click, then click in OK, and leave it here, for example. Now I can close the drawing center and return to the drawing. OK, I have to move these blocks to fit in the room. I type M to activate move. First, I'm going to move the sink to this position around here. I can zoom so it's better to see if it fits in the drawing. The toilet. First I have to rotate it. I can click in rotate, which is this command here. Click on the block. Now I can select this midpoint, move vertically down, and I can click when I see the dash line. Then I move it to the left of the sink. As you may imagine, this is not very precise because the furniture objects are just representative. Okay, the room is almost finished. I just need to insert the door. As I have created a block for them before, I can click in Insert here and select the door. And I want it exactly at the end of the wall, so I can click now, it will snap to the end point. Once I finished, I convert all the system to a block, or you can also group the objects. It's faster than convert to a block. I just select the objects, I click with the right button, and then I go to group and click here. Then, if I click in the drawing, I can choose the blue square and move it around. And this can be a good option for kinds of objects that I will need only once or twice. However, for this particular case, I will need to insert this toilet several times and in different positions. So better to convert to a block. But first, I'm going to insert two lines here. I hover this endpoint on the top, then move vertically down to find this intersection. I click and connect the second line here. After you will understand why I'm doing this, don't worry. Now I type B to create a block. Select objects. No, first I have to insert the name, toilet, for example. Then I have to select objects, choose all the objects and press enter. Then I click in OK, and the base point will be this corner here. Now the block is done. If we look to the floor plan, we can see these rooms placed differently, so it's better to convert to a dynamic block. You can try to do it by yourself, but I'm going to show you. Click in this icon to edit the block, or type B-Edit. Select the block which is toilet. Here you see it. Click OK. And now I'm going to create a flip again. Click here. Choose the midpoint. And place the flip state 1 there. Then click in the exclamation point to select the objects. I can select everything and press enter. Now to rotate this upside down, I insert another flip here, in this endpoint. Then double-click in the exclamation mark and select all the objects. OK, since it's finished, I can delete the lines I don't need. Those two. Oh, sometimes in the block editor, objects keep selected even if I press escape. I think it's a kind of bug. When this happens, select everything again, press escape, and the selection is empty. Then I can click again in the lines and press delete. Save the block and close the editor. Finally, if I look to the floor plan, I can easily insert now the toilets in each room. Only the second one, it's rotated 90 degrees, so I can do it separately. In the units 1 and 3, the blocks are inserted exactly as I have created them. And can you see the base point? Due to that, it's very easy to insert it in the corner of the room. In the unit 3, it's the same. Click here. Then, let's insert the private toilets in the rooms below. For this one, I click in the arrow to place it upside down. The next placed here. I click in the corner of the room, then use the arrows to flip it. First, to switch the horizontal direction, I click in this one, but I realize I haven't used the parameter correctly. However, this is not a problem, since I can always go back to the block editor. Select the toilet, and when this thunder is displayed here, means that the block is dynamic. Click in OK, and back in the block editor, I click in the first flip state and move it to the UCS coordinates. Then I can click in the arrow to separate it from the other. Click in the square and move it, for example, here. Finally, save changes and close. Back in the workspace, click in the arrow and now it works fine. Then, click in this one to place it upside down. Okay, the remaining ones you will make by yourself. I just want to show you quickly the rotated one. First, you place it in the corner. And finally, use the command rotate. Select the block. Press enter. Click in the base point, which is the corner, and then move the mouse up and click when the dashed line is visible. It's done. Okay, this video is almost finished, but before I have to mention the different color of the layer where I have the doors. No problem, you can draw with the color that you want. And when you want to change, just go to the layer properties, click in color, then if I change it to yellow, you will see that all the doors changed. So it's everything in this video. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to Cut in Black and don't forget to keep watching the next tutorial. Till next time.